Theo standing there with Tarek, and Tarek is like in his tree form, but he's up and he's alive. He's back in his like full bark. He's not a burning, smoldering pile of ash. Anything you guys would like to say or do? As you guys are all just in this first bottom kind of level, and as Construct enters, he then kind of turns and leaves to go back and guard outside. It's just the 5 of you in the room.
Theo, how's it going, my friend?
Welcome back, Charcoal.
Happy that you made it back with these companions that I set you with. Behemoth, you as well, and Kai, you seem to have grown a tremendous amount on this journey.
They call me fat? I can't see what I look like.
You've grown spiritually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
I'm the spill. Thank you.
As you kind of see Theo with his hand, you kind of see a burnt-ass, crisp-ass fucking finger. Let's just say that Tarek being caught in the stream rebounded a bit on myself as well, and some magic is harder to heal than others and tends to leave scars, and I should have known and not put you all in such a dangerous predicament. However, it was the best way to get the monastery back for the enemy. It would have been too vulnerable leaving it in High Oak Forest, for if the enemy could have found it once with no defenses now, it'd be far too easy to retake again, and with them being so close to unlocking the gateway, it needed to be back here under more watchful eyes. Thanks to Master Bendu's agreement, he is now going to reacclaim as new headmaster of the monastery and begin teaching again here in Alucardia, right outside of town. And I'm very thankful and happy for this new growth and advancement, as we are doing many other things here throughout Alucardia since you all have been gone. As we have grown, so has our enemies, and I don't mean to be blunt, but they're getting stronger, and things are getting worse, and I do fear that what will be needed to protect this realm and protect the good-natured people within it will be nothing short of full sacrifice in some grand or less sense of the word. Now, you all have done great work for me, and I would like to offer you each this. And he hands you each, Tarek, you included in your tree form, a kind of, satchel of gold. And in each of the satchels, there's 2,000 gold.
To all of us?
Everybody gets 2,000 gold.
Nice.
So does that mean I can go train with my boy, Mr. Bendu?
Yes, the monastery is here in Alucardia.
Let's go.
Hold on, Turbo.
Thank you again, like I said, for getting the Orb of Ramaksoon here to the castle. It is under safe watch, and we are keeping an eye on it.
I did not think we were going to survive that.
Thank you for fighting your hardest and being brave in the face of defeat. And I'm curious, were you able to slay Varen von Weil?
Yes,
Who is the head?
I am.
The Spider-Man name?
Okay.
Pull out, what do you want to do? You want to pull out the backpack? Or what do you want to do?
Absolutely.
You without, what do you want to say? To do or?
I present.
I present with. Actually, can you hold the bag? I can't get it out.
Sure.
Ozzy helps you.
Yeah.
And you hold the head of Varen von Weil and you hand it over to Theo. Thank you all. This is a victory that was well needed for the light side here in this realm. I would like to hand you, and he kind of sets it on a table, kind of against the wall.
I'll take that.
And he kind of sets it on a table against the wall there. I'd like to offer you each an additional 1,500 gold for slaying Varen von Weil.
Did I know?
Bless you.
I need to do a calculation. Yes, you and
Now, I cannot ask you all willingly and in good nature force you all to do anything more for not only my kingdom but the rest of this realm of Dordania as we speak. If you all would wish to leave and go about your own merry way, the door is right there. You all are free, and there's no need to continue under my service, for again, where you would be sent next and doing is what could potentially cost you all your lives. I will say that the realm is in a situation where it needs heroes, and I am looking for people who are willing to do whatever it takes to protect not only the ones they love, but the ones they love, and everyone throughout this entire realm. I'm looking for people who are willing to do what is truly necessary and willing to push themselves to that point in order to prepare themselves for what is at hand and what is at stake. Again, thank you all for the service you have done, for my kingdom especially, and you have done right in the name of Alucardia, and I wish you all well on your journey if you wish to go to the door, and you all are more than welcome to pass through Alucardia at any time in the future, for you are welcome seasoned heroes here throughout this.
I'm gonna
Town.
go first. Alright, just imagine this with me for a second as a beat. Like Avengers emotional, like heavy speech music, so it's like Captain
Very
America
much so.
is about to be
That was in my mind, dude.
right, you're
I
right.
had the tune going.
Who had it on the same page. And then like my guy just like kneels down and is like, I'm already gone, so I pledge fealty to you, my king. And then,
All right, is that what you want to say?
yes.
All right. Ozzy kneels down, pledges loyalty to Theo. What about the two of you?
You got like any like ideas on like how I can see without seeing?
Bam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, many.
What you got?
You got hands.
I've had ideas for quite some time now on how I could potentially help you if you were willing.
Let's hear the Santa Claus list. Man.
Day one, this would be better discussed in private.
Where's the dungeon?
You might be doing this entire time.
We're going to the basement. But for this is more personal. No pun intended.
Personals, you didn't tell me.
The nature is rather raw.
Okay.
There's no escaping this.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay. Tarek, what are you in, Kai?
Yes or no?
Yeah, man. Still, I'm mad that he could have just cured my blindness. But you know, yeah. That was an inside thought.
Everything. I'm in. Always have been, always will be.
Here's what I have to say. As with Ozzy's pledge, will you all pledge loyalty to me and to my kingdom? For if you break this vow of loyalty, it is an unbreakable vow and you will be killed.
I do not, under one circumstance. I will pledge my allegiance to you as long as it doesn't go against my father.
All religion.
If it goes against my father, then we have a disagreement.
Behemoth, I will understand where you're coming from and completely hear what you're saying.
Okay
This pledge
then.
is to ensure the protection of my people if you were to turn against me or them.
Yeah, that's no problem. Like,
Then he asks you all to kneel, as Ozzy has.
Just sitting there with my fishing on the
He's just ready. He's just like, I'm fucking here, bitch. You all comply?
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Alright, everybody kneels?
Well, am I standing up? I thought
You're standing still.
I thought I was still laying down.
No, you're standing. You're standing up. Right, you're like in the room standing up like with Theo, like you were there, like
You
what's
just get a
everywhere?
Kai. I should be the blind one, just like.
Stares at wall.
You're kneeling behind.
I couldn't do
I'm
that.
turning around, kneeling against the wall.
I will bend my roots.
Bend the roots. And as you will do, Theo, please rise, my friends.
That was short.
In that case,
You're right. Not much glory there. Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I was like, alright, oh, back up again.
where I'm sending you all next is somewhere lost and somewhat forgotten.
Atlantis?
Now, I can't tell you too much, for that would ruin the ability for you to find it.
Raggy.
But you're all going to a place that can only be found by those who are lost. And it only is known by those who have been there. The only way to find it is by being lost.
Atlantis.
The left sock.
Now,
So. Atlantis.
Before we killed your wolf boy, we were able to ask him one question, he said. And we asked, someone asked him, was it about a holograph guy? Is that what he asked?
Where is the portal?
It called him.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did in Esther form.
There's a portal, and we asked where the portal led to, and he said far away, forgotten land. Is that where we're going?
Interesting. I don't believe the connection is there. What was his exact wording? Do you know?
Far away, forgotten land. Quotes and everything.
What was this apparition?
I didn't see it, so
Did any of you see this
What's that
apparition?
mean? What does apparition mean?
it was Theo, or not Theo,
Saw the apparition.
because he was saying epic or
Would have to check, but to my knowledge, if it was someone of the enemy, only the pure of heart can go where I'm trying to send you all.
I'm here.
I took
See-
a shower. Just kidding.
Without revealing too much, this place is almost at the epicenter of the worst waters anyone's ever sailed. And he looks to you, Ozzy, for where you were just
Oh, my boy.
found on the cusp of this storm, okay? This storm was like a mass. You were like right on the cusp of it before your accident with some giant thing happened and your ship was destroyed and all that kind of stuff, okay?
fantastic.
So he looks to you, Ozzy, and you know of this storm mass that he's talking about. It is in treacherous waters. It is only for the true brave and the ones who prove themselves worthy to find. And again, it can only be found by being lost. This is the best heading that I can give you, but once you'll find it, you'll know. And once there, you will go through your own personal, individual trials to test not only your mind, body, spirit, and everything else. And if you succeed in these trials, not only will you be protected, you'll be blessed, but you will be also prepared for what is to come and the dangers that lie ahead in protecting Dordania as an entirety in this this realm.
If Kieran didn't die in the wolf part, you would have died.
No.
It was not pure.
Now, where you're going will test, like I said, mind, body, and spirit, not only in getting there alone, and will only be revealed to those who are, yes, worthy and pure of heart. I truly believe that the four of you, in surrendering your allegiance to anything else and proving it to me before knowing this, proves only a good step in the right direction. For the journey is, again, part of the mission as well. Your captain is to be Agir Oslov.
Oslo.
Agir, try so hard on it. Agir Oslo. And your ship, Agir, is being prepared for you over in the former barracks of House Malastair by Shadhudif. For Terry, do you have a map? I believe you all met Aramaka in your adventures.
Yeah.
I don't think I did it.
No.
I did not.
One of the tubs. Yep, you got it.
That's the big one. Is it in both? The big one too?
Yep, should be. So, Shadhudif's on this little cliff point, right? This little community is where House Malastair had to serve out their penance before they, tried to rebel and did the whole, battle and everything when they first started playing and stuff. And Theo wiped them all out and everything except for Malice and, a few other, head leaders and stuff. This has pretty much been abandoned since. Okay? So that's what Theo's sending you guys to, is over here. That's what the ship's being prepared is on pretty much these cliffs, okay, around these waters. Where you guys are headed to is over here. In between Shallow Reef Cove and Isle de Muerta. So right here where this big burn mark is.
Isle of Death. Congratulations.
Okay. So you guys gotta get from here all the way up here.
So we'll know we hit the Isle of Death, right?
So you don't know if you get too far. Because we're all dead when you get too far. Okay? Now, Theo, you're gonna kind of point this stuff out on the map for you guys. Also, there's that for you. Kind of tells you, I've appointed a group of not only House Raishi vamps, but also House Alucardia, now House Mars, over to those former barracks for House Malastair to revamp them into a second, smaller town here in Alucardia. The focus is to be building a navy for our forces to be able to protect and venture out throughout the rest of this realm to places still very undiscovered and unexplored, and also to see other help and what else the enemy may be potentially planning throughout. And obviously, as the Navy would, offer protection both on the offense and defense. In doing so, we are working on different boat designs, and I am working on one for you all to take for this voyage. It is still in the process and will be completed within 3 days. I would like for you all to leave within 2 days' time and get there soon. For your friend Terig is, yes, alive, but he is under a very unfortunate condition, for the shard in his chest has cracked. Where you are going, I do believe help could be offered, and I do believe you could find it.
Are we getting a healer? Like a specified healer for this crew, in the crew? And a healer.
Unfortunately, with the expansion of my island and also the protection of this realm, I can spare only you four for this voyage. I will
It's gonna be a rough journey.
fully equip you. This boat has 2 masts, 2 sails, okay? Dimensions you'll see upon arrival. When you get to the shipping yards, search for Warloth,
So a guy or a ship.
a guy. He is my head construction crew chief. Warloth.
How do you spell that?
Warloth. Warloth.
Loth.
I heard ah.
Or F.
Warloth.
He's the
They already got
building chief, construction chief.
He's a construction chief in the shipping yards, yep. He is working on your ship as we speak. He'll give you the full dimensions, but it comes equipped with oars, sails, gear, rations, potions, anything you all should need to complete the journey. Ozzy, the crew will be heavily relying on your abilities as the captain to navigate them through the waters to where you all are trying to get lost to. The sooner you get there, the better.
The
For
guy who
Terig,
holds the orders is our leader.
If it's anything like the driving skills, it's gonna be fun.
Is anything like his driving skills?
bad. For Terig, I fear that the longer you go without a true remedy to mend the shard, the stronger Abaddon will get. And that potion that Euphora used, the Forgotten Sands potion, it can only last another day and a half.
I have 2 favors.
Yes, okay.
Can we get some healing potions since we've got a healer?
There will be healing potions amongst the boat, and I can give you all 2 greater healing potions now.
Alright, and when can we talk about my eyes?
As soon as you're off your phone.
See what happened was. See what happened
As soon as
was.
he's off his phone.
Do I get to name the ship?
Well, like,
Okay.
I'm off my phone.
What phone?
Now, what are you looking to do with your eyes?
Well, I want to stay blind because people think I'm blind and they will underestimate me.
Because you are blind.
Okay?
Maybe you can't see this, bro.
But I want to figure out another way that we can like make me be able to maybe like see in a different way that no one can notice. Like either like sound waves, like vibrations, or like thermal stuff, or like other stuff.
Okay, here's like supernatural. I'm giving you the finger with my left arm.
Yeah, like I could see his hand.
You could sense that, could you?
Yeah, I could sense his hand moving.
I'm curious the true nature that lies within you. Please, would you indulge me? Would you roll that? He kind of hands you a weird-sided cube. What'd you get?
3.
You see, Kyle, what I could do is I could allow you to, I feel, see into the ethereal plane.
Can we get a definition?
I believe Aramakar gave you a definition
That was a while
when
ago.
you all met in High Oak Forest. Did you not?
Yeah, but I was under a lot of stress.
Didn't you make friends? I mean, he told me about how he gave you staff as well.
Right, he's my bud, but you also gotta remember, all these guys were in trouble. It was just me. So like my head's a little like
I'm sorry, what?
messed up right now.
Nothing.
You were puking. He was puking.
Nothing.
You were dead.
When you got Kevin.
Huh?
When you got Kevin.
I wasn't
Yeah,
here,
but like I don't remember that because of what just happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you like go to a math class, learn math, and come back a month later, you kind of like head bobble. You know what I'm saying?
This isn't math, my dear friend.
Well, it's death. Alright, it was death. I think death is hard.
I think you.
Does anyone
Say
Would anyone like to give Kai a refresher course on the ethereal plane?
Yeah. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm still giving you the middle finger. And he's still-
So the ethereal plane, guessing, it's kind of like a different realm, right? We're like, yeah.
It's kind of like heat vision, but
it's
not.
Like, it's like a ghost realm.
Yeah, now you're getting a little closer.
That's what I remember. So
Yeah, see,
Someone else-
now you're getting a little
someone
closer.
else can more explain.
Anyone
I'm blind.
I thought I did pretty
Here's
good.
looking at you all.
That's what I remember too.
I thought I did
The
exceptional
ethereal
with my
plane,
composition of it.
There's this plane.
Right?
There's the alternate
And here's the
one.
other plane where it's like,
With that guy's, with my buddy's, with his arm.
But I don't know that
My
every.
buddy's arm, you can't see it.
Yes,
It's there, 'cause
you've
it's
done
in there.
fine. Like around McCall with his arm and his ghost hand. As I helped him with that, and he too, with his sight into the ethereal plane, I believe I could do that for you as well. For you would be able to see the gap between life and moving on to either heaven or hell.
Just do it. We do it with ice.
It's not gonna help you on this one.
Not a price of mere gold, my friend. It's a matter of your deeper will and to see if it takes. For I'm not going to lie, you still have your eyes in your sockets. If this magic doesn't take well, it could severely harm you.
Are my eyes or me?
Oh,
You.
Your eyes are blind, dude. I don't know how your eyes are gonna get worse.
right?
That's why I was
It's all
asking.
there.
That's why I was asking. Because if it hurt my eyes, then I could do it anyway. Because it doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's the whole point of a brain.
It's a dash.
think tank,
Good
you
dash.
know.
That's a dash.
It was good, it was good.
Are you willing though?
How long would this take?
I could do this instantaneously.
Ouch. Oh, man.
If y'all would turn away, please.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm willing.
I'm turning around.
Kai, kneel.
Yeah.
And he holds up his hand with the rings. And the ring that
Here's the
has
ring.
3 gems in it,
Come on, wishing well.
3 greenish, jadish gems. Okay? One of them is dull. As he grabs his hand and readies it, the second one becomes dull. There's only 1 green gem left.
Okay.
It's still like, it seems to be lit. Okay? And he puts his hand over your eyes and over your head. And as he does, let it be done. And as he moves, there's an eruption of this bright light. It takes the entire room.
Come on,
over.
wishing well.
And as he does, you open your eyes. And you can see in like the ethereal plane.
Oh!
Straight up. You can see like.
Now, after being blessed by Theo, and Kai is now able to see into the ethereal plane, Theo kind of explains a little bit of what he is now able to see and how he's able to see it. After doing so, he then allows them all to stay the night in Castle Mars and lets them all know that they have about 2 days before the boat is ready on the other side of Alucardia for their voyage. And they can spend those 2 days really however they would like here in town. And so a lot of the guys, spend the night, and the next morning they go shopping as they need to and need to gear up and re-up on a lot of their items and materials that they've lost throughout their journeys over the last couple weeks here. And And so they go out and start shopping, and Agir Oslo actually talks to Ursos Arctos and gets Ursos to make his hooks a little bit enchanted with some death adder venom, allowing him to have the opportunity to potentially slow down his enemies that he would strike with his hooks. So definitely a good advancement and upgrade, and everybody definitely re-ups on health potions and other potions of this nature, and potions of flight and potions of water breathing and stuff like that they could definitely potentially need and or use on the voyage ahead. Kai actually gets his staff further enchanted, and his staff is now resistant to fire damage and is a lot harder as well and cannot just simply break. So Kevin is now rocking and rolling very, very well for Kai, and Kai is looking to definitely get some more stuff as well on this voyage. So he's kind of just doing a lot of meditation, and he actually goes and visits Master Bendu in the monastery and starts seeking out ways that he can do more water bending techniques with his Way of the Four Elements, which is his true monk nature that he has chosen. And Master Bendu does train him and does teach him on some different techniques and practices that he can be using across this voyage to enhance his water bending ability. Now, while this is all going on, Behemoth and Ozzy actually end up meeting up in Lou's Tavern, and they bounce out to go on a little quest themselves to try to find some cinder spider eggs. For Lou is out of cinder spider eggs, and the reason that they were interested in them in the first place is to use them for a kind of bargaining chip for Ursos Arctos, as they are the most favorite dish of Ursos Arctos in all of Alucardia. And so Lou's Tavern, unfortunately, has been out of cinder spider eggs for a couple days, and Lou's hunters have not returned yet with any new cinder spider eggs. So Behemoth and Ozzy go out and venture to try to get some themselves. And they actually end up spending like a whole day doing this. They actually camp outside of town, but they are successful in finding about 10 or so cinder spider eggs. And when they get back into town, into Lou's Tavern, they are informed that that is not nearly enough for a dish, but Lou still pays them for their trouble and for the 10 eggs, and prepares them so they can at least give a snack of some sort to Ursos. And Kai is kind of just, bubbling up with laughter at this point, for he kind of assumed this was kind of how the mission would go, and he stayed in town to do his waterbending techniques. And Terig has actually been meditating a lot. He has been trying to figure out what he is going to be doing on this mission to keep Abaddon at bay, what he's going to be able to do when they actually get to where they're searching for this lost isle, and if it really is going to be able to help him relieve his soul of Abaddon permanently. And Abaddon, of course, is just, saying terrible, vile things to Terig this entire time, and how he's going to break out and kill all the people he loves and cares about, and all this, very, very much of an internal struggle going on. And Terig, meditating, he is trying to figure out a way that he can better protect himself and keep himself at a full health. And in doing so, he actually increased to Kai about going and doing some shopping for him and seeing if he can find any better armor to better protect himself and potentially the soul shard as well in combat. And Kai actually does find a new type of armor in Cryptera's wares, and this is a vampiric living armor. The armor is sentient in a sense, and it actually bonds to the life force of the wearer. And it is a very strong type of armor that Cryptera has developed herself. And being that Terig is not a vampire, she does warn Kai that she is not 100% sure what the effects will be and or what will necessarily happen if Terig puts it on. She does tell him, though, that if he does and the armor does bond with him, it'll be the strongest armor he can possibly wear, being a druid and needing a more intuitive, natural armor to wear for his class. And so Kai goes ahead and buys it for him and brings it back to Terig. Terig puts it on and starts feeling a little bit funny, to say the least. And I believe that is actually where we'll end for tonight. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and checking out another episode of Tales of Dordania. And we will be sure to tune in next week and figure out what happened with Terig, Abaddon, and the rest of the crew as they are gearing up for this long voyage. Thank you guys so much, and God bless.